I've been talking to a lot of people, and I'm realizing that with everything that happened in 2020, one of the things people struggle the most with is be patient, because we don't have as much power over things as we used to. This particular video is all about giving you a little trick to develop that patience as our life are changing. Hey, it's Kim.
Hi, it's Christine.
We are here to help you navigate change. But before we start, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you're the first one to know when we have new videos available.
Not knowing is very, very difficult.
Not knowing is actually one of the reasons why a lot of people suffer from anxiety. It can be about your job, like you don't know if your job's going to continue, you don't know when you're returning to work, or you don't know if that promotion you applied for is still going on, is the process still moving forward. So it's really apply all those tricks we're going to give you today in every sphere of your life that you feel that it's connected to right now.
Now that we've kind of talked about why people might feel impatient, now we're going to talk about ways that you can start to develop your patience.
And it's funny because those ways are things super easy, but the importance is that you do it often. So you have to develop that patience. It's not something you're going to do if you exercise and you'll be a super patient person anymore right now. That's not how it works, right? One of my things is actually imagination. So in 2017, I believe there was a survey done, a study that shows that imagination and patience were closely related in the brain. So one of the things is that if you imagine the outcome or visualize the outcome as a positive outcome, you will be more likely to calm that anxiety inside that push you to know everything right away. And it would just help you to practice that patience. So try to visualize happy outcome and those positive outcome.
I like that. I like the idea of visualizing. The other thing that you can do is write down your thoughts. When people have things that they want to remember, that can contribute to not being patient, because you feel like you have to keep them in your head and you need to kind of figure it out so then you can move on and focus on something else. So write down your questions, write down your thoughts, write down the potential outcomes or something that could be coming up, so that you don't have to think about that and you can switch your focus to something else.
I love that you're talking about writing it down, because my next point was, if you have no control over the decision, over what's coming, you're going to have to start practicing the let it go. Trusting that whatever's going to happen is going to be what is meant to be and what is the greatest thing that could happen on a long term, right? And keep yourself busy. Instead of sitting and focusing on that thing and just waiting and building that, emotion, roller coaster emotion inside, you go out for a walk, you go run, you talk to people. If you keep your mind busy, whatever you don't have control over is going to go on the side, and it's going to diminish your anxiousness to know or to get the answer right away.
And we have a video. It's called 10 Things to Do When Life Slows Down. So if you're struggling to find ways to be busy and find things that are meaningful to do, feel free to check that out. The next thing I want to talk about is the idea of focusing on the now and being grateful for what's currently happening. So oftentimes we find that things are going too fast and we are too busy and we don't have time to really look at our life and reevaluate where we are, where we want to go, what we need to do, and make a plan for your future. Because rarely do you get these moments where you can say, I've been stuck for the past 6 weeks and I've had the opportunity to look at my life and really come up with a solid plan going forwards.
And I love that you're saying that, because the viewer are going to be like, oh, she keeps saying gratitude. I'm a big gratitude person, if you haven't noticed yet. So I really, really suggest to all my clients and people I talk to, do the gratitude exercise every morning. Think about 3 things you're grateful for. It takes really like a minute to think about it. And what it does is that it's bringing you what you already have in your mind instead of what you're waiting for. So I'll give you an example. If you are starting to date that person and you're super excited and you're still in the unknown, okay, we've been on a few dates, are we together, are we not together, and it's like you have to be patient and kind of give the person time to get there as well if it's really early. Well, by waking up in the morning, instead of thinking, oh my God, like, am I going to see that person? Am I going to have an answer? Am I going to know today? If you look around, you're like, I'm grateful for my friend. I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful for my job. You just switch your brain to everything you have instead of what you don't have. And we often take things for granted. That's like everybody's thing. So that grateful exercise is also going to show you what you have and how lucky you are.
Yeah, and that will also help to reduce that anxiety and that stress about what's going on and not knowing. And another thing that you can do, I know Kim talked about positive visualization. I want to talk about the importance of meditation. So when you feel anxious or stressed or impatient, your heart rate's gonna like go faster, and you will start going into this like fight or flight response, as opposed to being able to think like logically and rationally and calmly. So by meditating, it can really allow you to focus on the various aspects of your life that you need to focus on, and it can really bring down that anxiety and bring down that stress level. And also, if you do meditate for a period of time, you're going to start to notice that when problems and situations arise, you're going to be able to almost look at them objectively and react better than you would if you aren't meditating, because you're able to disassociate a little bit emotionally from the problem, so you can look at things a little bit more rationally. And that can be really, really beneficial, not just when waiting for something to happen, but when things are really busy as well.
And you know, that's what I love, Christine, about you and I. You just opened exactly where I was going with that. This is amazing. So the thing about meditation, because I say that to clients a lot, you know, I tell people, try the meditation. The first thing people tell me is like, oh, I tried, it was weird. Meditation is actually something that you get good at. So the first few times you kind of feel weird. Your body is not used to relax. Your body is not used to go in that kind of place. So, you know, don't do it once and believe it's not for you. Give it a chance. It's something you will get used to that has humongous benefit for your body. As you're doing that meditation, as you're taking that time off to kind of shut down your brain and recenter, it brings you a kind of anchor that makes you feel more stable. So most meditation you will do are kind of grounding you a lot, which is really good, because when you feel stable, you're less stressed or you have less anxiety about things that could shake you.
Speaking of things that can bring you more stability, now is also the perfect time to reach out to people and also animals, because when you're interacting with people, you're less likely to think about all those things that are making you impatient. And when you're with an animal or a small child or doing something else, they have that ability to read your signals and calm you down.
One thing I do if I have those feelings, that I reach out to someone I trust, a very good friend, and I say, am I overthinking it? Am I being impatient? And there's nothing better than somebody that loves you and understands you and knows you to bring you back down and be like, yeah, you are impatient. So in French, we have that thing that we say, everything comes to those who knows to wait. If you have faith, you know, and if you're patient and you wait, the good thing will come to you.
And find ways to develop yourself while you're waiting, because it will benefit you in the long run. We hope that you enjoyed today's video on ways to develop your patience. And if there's any other topic that you want us to cover, please place it in the comment section below.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.